Hi guys, this is going to be a quick video, a review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Reunion Part 2. This is going to be fairly short because it was extremely boring. Part 1 was much better. And if you're wondering, I'm on the floor of my 1-year-old's room because she just will not let me record in peace anywhere else in the house. But anyways, I'm just going to skip through some things because there really wasn't much to talk about. They could have kept this whole thing, to be honest, or they could have incorporated some of this information into part 1. Nevertheless, it started with Moniece, that whole thing, and them arguing back and forth. They tried to jump her. Princess tried to sneak in and get a hit while Moniece wasn't looking because she has problems with her. So all in all, I really feel sorry for Princess. She had a major breakdown backstage, and Rich was there to really console her, and I loved that. And once again, I wish they could work, but some things just aren't meant to be, I suppose. Moving on, Jason Lee. He wanted to apologize to Hazel Lee for throwing the drink in her face. Apparently, like in an argument, one person can say something hurtful, so the next person is going to come back with something even more hurtful, and then the next person is going to try to top that. And so I guess Hazel Lee must have said something that just really hit him real deep. So then he gets mad and he throws a drink in her face. Well, he was so close that I'm sure that hurt, and it was Ciroc too. So I'm sure it stings as well. And so I feel like that was really a punk move on his part because she's a woman. And I mean, even if she was a man, why would you throw alcohol in somebody's face? Whatever. Nevertheless, she wasn't accepting his apology. I understand. I wouldn't have accepted it either. But he was probably just trying to maintain his reputation or try to gain back at least a little bit of respect, so he didn't go way off the deep end and try to go off on her, because it really wasn't the time and the place for that based on his past actions. Next, moving on, Ray J, Nia, and that other girl with the colored hair. I don't know her name. I really think did I say Ray J and Soulja Boy? Soulja Boy is such a child, and I feel like he had to be drunk or high or something, because every question that the host asked him, he was irritated. And I'm thinking, Soulja Boy, you have said all this stuff on TV. You've shown it on TV. She asked you about the road treats, and he said, man, what are you talking about? And he was like, those are just fans. And she's like, so you haven't slept with them? Nah. And then the whole audience laughed, because we all know that's a lie. But if that's your story and you're sticking to it, then okay. You and Nia want to be together. Y'all like this crazy relationship, this open relationship basically, then if you like it, I love it. Moving on. Willie, Shonda, very boring. I think Shonda loves to be on the camera, but it's just not working for me. They're not really interesting, and I really don't care for them to be back next season. But his album is coming out next year. He said first quarter of 2016, and I think he's a pretty good singer. So hopefully there's some songs worth checking out, maybe even the whole album. So I wish him the best of luck. Miles, Milan, Amber, there was a lot of back and forth and arguing about that. I really don't know. I don't know who to believe. I honestly think that they should have never done these Breakfast Club interviews. I know that Milan did some other interviews on other radio stations as well, and they're accusing each other of lying, so you don't know who to believe. So when you're watching this on the reunion, you're just kind of like, okay, this is pointless because I don't know if they're lying. I mean, it's Love and Hip Hop. I mean, clearly we know that a lot of this stuff is just set up, and some people are probably creating their own storylines, but it's man, why'd you even air this part of the show? Because I don't know who to believe. So, I really think that part of the show was really just a waste of time. Side note, at the end, Amber says, I just want everybody to know that I do have a new boo. And everybody's like, okay. Like, nobody really cares because you were only relevant because everybody thought that you were in love with a down low man, and that's why they focused so much time with you on camera because they wanted to see your reaction. But now we don't know what to think since there are stories out there saying that this is all made up and it's fabricated and you guys are family or best friends or whatever. I don't know. I particularly don't care because there's so many stories out there. So I don't know if they'll be back next season, but we'll see. Other than that, I just really don't remember anything that was even valuable about this episode. Like, if you miss it, you really didn't miss anything. And if you're like me, you probably played on your phone the whole time watching it. Anywho, I'm excited for Love and Hip Hop New York and to see Tara and Peter and Amina. Side note, I believe that they said that Tara and Peter are back together, which I was very shocked about that. And apparently she's pregnant. But these are the blogs, so you can never be sure. So we shall see. Anywho, I'll be back with my next video. I don't know what it will be, but I try to post one video a week. It's just something I do in my spare time just because I watch all of these shows and I like to discuss. So if you have anything to discuss, leave comments below. We can talk about it. If not, that's fine. Like and subscribe. Watch my next video. Okay, see you soon. Bye.